Hello, love. The first inversion that I learned was a headstand, and it's also known as the queen of all asanas. Or is it the king? I think it's the king. Take two. Hi, love. Today we're going to be working on how to do a headstand or Shirshasana. This is one of the first inversions that I learned, and it's incredibly foundational and very easy to build up on once you nail it. I personally don't recommend using a wall because I find that it turns into more of a crutch, but there's building blocks that you can take along the way to help give you that confidence that you need to get upside down. So we always start with the foundation, which in this case is the point of contact that you have with the ground. And our forearms and our head become the foundation of this posture. To set up your alignment, you'll bring your forearms down to the ground and grab a hold of your opposite elbows. This ensures that your elbows are shoulder distance. From here, you'll interlace your fingers at the top of your mat. One thing to note is that when you interlace your fingers, oftentimes that bottom pinky is kind of sticking out. So you just want to make sure to tuck it in so that you can be balancing on the base of the hand and the wrists are flat. Another common mistake to avoid is keeping the hands flat and placing them on the very top of the head. Imagine like you are holding a tennis ball in the hands, and this base of the thumb is going to be the part that connects with your head. So you set the forearms down, grab the elbows, interlace the fingers, tuck in that bottom pinky, and then set the very crown of your head down onto the ground. So it's the very top of the head. From here, make sure the shoulders aren't squeezing up by the ears. Soften them away. Tuck your toes and lift your knees. This might be the place that you stop today. Just getting used to having your head on the ground, supporting your weight upside down. And that's perfectly fine. Stay here until you feel comfortable enough to move on. Pressing your forearms into the ground is going to help relieve some of the pressure around the neck. Walk your toes as close to your elbows as you can, and then stay here. You can pick one heel up, and then set it down. The other heel up, and then set it down. The effort here is in lifting the hips up over the shoulders. So you can start by lifting one foot, make sure you're pressing your forearms down, and then maybe you hug the other heel in towards the glute. Feel free to stay in this little shape. You're low to the ground with the knees tucked into the chest. You're not coming into a back bend, and you can still engage the core. If you feel comfortable here, you can slowly unfurl the legs, reaching them up towards the ceiling. Find an internal rotation through the inner thighs and lift the soles of your feet up towards the sky. Keep pressing your forearms down and breathe. Once you get this down, you can start playing with the legs, doing all kinds of fun things. Maybe even lifting the head off the ground, but one thing at a time. To lower, slowly bring the soles of the feet back to the ground and rest in child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. One thing to remember is to never kick up to headstand. You don't want to use momentum, you want to use control when going upside down so that you don't hurt your neck, because we want to avoid injury at all costs and practice safely. Hope you have fun getting upside down.